Look, all I'm saying is someone needs to take Vin Diesel's phone away on the set of Fast and Furious X because he continues to make videos with his co-stars. Sometimes they look like hostages, and other times you can see Dwayne versus Vin Diesel feud number 2 coming up.
How are you feeling?
I'm trying to do the new Whitesnake video. What do you think?
No.
How do I feel? I feel amazing. It's day 1. Me and you together, buddy. Look at my car. Look here.
Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on episode Side Flick. My name is Chris. We got a lot of nice juicy movie news to talk about here today. Some of the stuff we're going to be discussing here is we finally got the plot synopsis for this spin-off Godzilla series, along with also more details involved with the Godzilla vs. Kong sequel. We're also going to be talking about the newly announced Daredevil series that'll be coming to Disney Plus, who's writing it, and whether we're looking forward to it. Even some major details coming out about the Chucky TV series that could let us know Glen and Glenda are finally coming back. That along with so much more. So many of you guys give me your opinions with everything we discuss here today. What movie news interested you the most? What didn't you care about? Either way, just make sure you're hitting that like button and commenting all your thoughts down below. Alright, so the first movie news story I wanted to get into here today is a small tiny little update with Sonic the Hedgehog 3, but really, today will be a day that a lot of people will be talking about Sonic the Hedgehog. Because there is a movie that came out today, Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, that has one of the most wild cameos I've ever seen involving Sonic the Hedgehog. That's all pretty much say, even though I bet you're going to get spoiled if you even scroll a little bit today online. But in honor of that, we had Ben Schwartz, the voice of Sonic the Hedgehog, go ahead and give us a small little update on Sonic the Hedgehog 3, where he was doing an interview and saying, for Sonic the Hedgehog 2, we blew it out so much, and for 3, it's going to be bananas. It's going to be crazy. I can't wait. And I've really been dying to hear more news about the upcoming Sonic Cinematic Universe, because I find it hard to believe we're just getting the Knuckles spin-off TV series and Sonic the Hedgehog 3. I fully believe at some point they got to announce a solo Shadow the Hedgehog movie. I feel it would be so cool to get a prequel movie with Shadow's origin taking us back 50 years ago to when he was created. And since Jim Carrey is said to be dead in Sonic 2, I would love it if they bring back Jim Carrey as Gerald Robotnik and he can kind of play a different version of his character. Because I just feel like that's so much story involved with Shadow the Hedgehog for them to throw it into Sonic 3 when we're set in present day. So is there going to be a lot of flashbacks? I feel like if they really are going to go bananas and crazy like Ben Schwartz is saying here, this movie can't spend too much time on backstories, because I doubt Shadow the Hedgehog will be the only new character in this movie. Either way, you hear of this little update with Ben Schwartz on Sonic the Hedgehog 3 calling it banana and crazy. How does that make you feel? Do you think Shadow the Hedgehog could get his own movie? And as for the Chip 'n Dale thing, yeah, we're going to talk about that in another video later today. Moving on from there, we got some updates concerning the MonsterVerse. We finally have here a full update on this spin-off Godzilla TV series that'll be coming to Apple TV Plus. And I'm really curious to know who's actually going to watch this show. Variety came out and let us know that Godzilla the Titans live-action series at Apple sets WandaVision Matt Shakman to direct. The WandaVision director will direct the first 2 episodes of this series, and the full plot goes as, following the thunderous battle between Godzilla and the Titans that leveled San Francisco and the shocking new reality that monsters are real, the MonsterVerse series will explore one family's journey to uncover its buried secrets and a legacy linking them to the secret organization known as Monarch. And oh man, it's not like I was expecting the straight to series MonsterVerse movie to just be about monsters fighting and them popping up, but from the sound of this plot, it feels like we'll probably get no monsters, or if anything, we'll get Godzilla in the first episode and the last episode. I guess it is kind of cool to bring a show talking about Monarch, which is like the government organization tasked to dealing with these monsters, but just that little subplot in there of one family's journey to learning their secret connection to this organization. I can already feel just the amount of heavy human subplot and me sitting there going, when am I gonna see some monsters fight? But look, I'm gonna remain optimistic with it. Apple TV Plus has been putting out some really underrated content lately. They could have an absolutely mind-blowing story that doesn't involve monsters popping in here and there. But this is definitely gonna be one of those shows that I wait to see what other people say about it first before I decide to dive into it. You guys hear about these details involving the Godzilla spin-off show. Are you interested in it? Talking about maybe a little bit more exciting stuff in the MonsterVerse here, we got some more details popping up with this Godzilla vs. Kong sequel that we're all super anticipating some information on. The reason being is because it's confusing as hell right now with everyone calling it a Godzilla vs. Kong sequel. That's making some people anticipate another rematch between the two titans. When other people who've been following this movie know that it's most likely another solo King Kong movie. We got confirmed the director Adam Wingard and Dan Stevens as the lead role, but still no plot details or official title. Well, we had here the website Production Weekly, which is a site to let you know whenever shows or movies are going into production and where at. Now, I do want you to keep in mind that a lot of the times the descriptions and details in these things are not super reliable. Like for the longest time, whenever the Batman was on Production Weekly and that movie was about to start filming, they literally just copied and pasted the plot synopsis from the graphic novel The Long Halloween instead of the actual plot for the Batman. But other times they are spot on. So here they have it as the next feature installment of the MonsterVerse franchise, following the film's larger-than-life monsters as they prepare for their next battle against each other. And again, take that with a huge grain of salt, because that could be inaccurate, but from the sounds of it here, if this is accurate, this is gonna be another Godzilla vs. Kong story? I will really be shocked if that turns out being the case, but then you read some more details here, like the working title, which is Origins. And again, the working title is just what they work under. It's not gonna be the official title, but it does sometimes hint to what will be going on in the movie. Fans in the MonsterVerse community have started to wonder if this movie could actually be the origin of the rivalry between Godzilla and Kong. We had Godzilla in his second movie go ahead and show off his ancestors and how he was being hailed as a king by the people. And then in Godzilla vs. Kong, we got the King Kong side of things, wherever we saw his ancestors were building these weapons, fighting against the Godzillas. That actually would not be a bad idea for a movie, is going back to the very first rivalry between Godzilla vs. Kong, have their ancestors fight. I would actually watch that. It would be really cool to see King Kong's ancestors build that axe for the very first time and how they discovered that. So not to get your hopes up too much, I think it's still interesting just finding out these details. To me, I still think it's going to be the Song of Kong solo movie where it'll be focused on Kong and his son. But since nothing is official right now, it's just cool to speculate and wonder what could be happening. I throw it off to you guys. What do you think will be going down in this Godzilla vs. Kong sequel? Moving on to talk about the Chucky TV series, we just got some mind-blowing news that I have been dying to hear about the second season. It looks like we might have just gotten leaked information that Glen and Glenda will be appearing in the second season. Not just that, but we have an idea of who one of the characters will be played by. This all comes from a Facebook post off a casting website where they hired doubles and actors to be part of shows or movies. Now, this specific casting call made it out for two characters named Glen and Glenda. Specific details involved with this say that the character identifies as non-binary, that they need to be 20 to 30 years old, 5'2", 110 pounds. They have two separate descriptions for a Glen and Glenda, and they even provide a picture of what they would like this double to look like, even going as far as naming that the actor Lachlan Watson will be playing Glenda. And if you go to Lachlan Watson's recent Instagram posts, they have been posting themselves featuring this exact same hairstyle with Chucky colored red hair, which is the same color hair that we saw Glenda looking like at the end of Seed of Chucky. The twins could finally be back. Now, I am a little familiar with Lachlan Watson's work. They appeared on the Sabrina TV series, and I think they're a suitable enough actor, and they themselves in real life are non-binary, go by they, them. So this fits in with Chucky's children, if you remember.
I have a queer kid.
You have a kid.
Gender fluid.
But this should be a big surprise to a lot of Chucky fans, because it's been up and down if we would ever see Glen and Glenda again. Because if you know me, you should know Seed of Chucky is my least favorite Chucky movie. I absolutely dread that film, and I cannot stand it. However, I was always intrigued with the Glen and Glenda character, and I thought it would be so fascinating if we explored that a little more. And then in other interviews, Jennifer Tilly and Don Mancini had mentioned that Universal always told Don, do not mention Glen and Glenda, do not make them appear, we do not want them back in the movies. But it looks like Don Mancini has worked his magic and was able to get the twins involved with the TV series, and I can't wait, man. I want to know what these twins have been up to all these years. Was Glen just a regular poor person living his life because he doesn't like to kill like his father. Well, on the other hand, Glenda very much wants to be like their father. So are we going to see them doing some stabbing? Are we going to see them trying to stop their father? I just want to know, and this only makes me more excited for Chucky season 2. What about you guys? Moving us here to talking about some Daredevil, because we finally got confirmed that his series will be coming to Disney Plus. Now, this news should not really shock anybody. It feels like we hear about this almost every other month, that Daredevil series is in the works or a Daredevil project is coming soon. But now it is finally 100% official. It will be a new show. Currently, right now, it's being described as new, but also a continuation, which has gotten a lot of people confused, because it's like, okay, so is this Daredevil season 4, or is this like a soft reboot with the same actors? What I think it means is you could watch the previous seasons of Daredevil, but all those story threads from the past 3 seasons won't be directly addressed in the new show, so that way newcomers can just watch it without feeling lost and like they just stepped in to season 4 of a show. But the other big topic of conversation that a lot of fans are having right now, and they're super worried about, is the team involved right now. Because along with Daredevil being confirmed for a Disney Plus series, they have it here that Matt Corman and Chris Ord will be the ones to write the show. And when you announce some writers, people give it a goog, and then they see what they've done previously, and that is Deck the Halls, and a show called Covert Affairs that went on for 5 seasons. Stuff that doesn't really scream Daredevil to me. So with all that in mind, I'm gonna be honest with you guys and say, look, I'm gonna watch this Daredevil series. I am gonna be pumped for it, especially just for the budget, because it's gonna have such a higher budget than the Netflix version. He's gonna get a way cooler suit, hopefully. They might even bring back the Daredevil radar vision that I've been dying to see that the Netflix series rarely did, because I'm assuming it's an expensive effect. However, the Disney Plus series, man, I have like this weird love and hate relationship with them, because I end up liking almost every show. But I am noticing that their format and the way of doing this, where a lot of times it just builds up to a suit change and then a tease for a season 2 that we don't even know if it'll get confirmed, is becoming so tiresome on me that even these shows having a big budget is not doing it for me. With Daredevil, I don't want the same thing to happen, for us to get 6 episodes that are maybe between 40 to 30 minutes long each. They have some cool stuff for like the first couple of episodes, then they randomly reveal a big villain by the 5th episode and then get rid of them so quickly by the finale, and it's all rushed and it doesn't feel as satisfying, and you're like, well, that was the 6th episode event I was looking forward to, I guess. To me, I think the strangest part about all this is that the real Daredevil writers that actually worked on the Netflix series are making the Echo show, which Daredevil is rumored to appear in, and I'm like, they're gonna make us watch Echo first, and then that's gonna dive us straight into the solo Daredevil series. And I gotta be honest with you guys, no hate to Echo. I'm sure her character will be cool and all, but from what I saw in Hawkeye, I'm not excited at all for that show. I don't know, I feel like I'm sounding ungrateful, but like, we freaking got Daredevil back. When he was canceled off Netflix, we thought we wouldn't see this version again, so it's cool that it's happening. I just hope it's kind of done right and Disney doesn't continue using their series formula that, like I said, it's growing thin on me. What do you guys think about Daredevil being confirmed as a show on Disney Plus? And do you think Disney will do anything differently this time around? But that is all the movie news we currently have going on right now, guys. I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch me talk some movie news. Don't be forgetting to hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on Twitter at 3C Films or on TikTok at 3C Films. But as always, I'm Chris. Take care.